Howdy, howdy, it's Comertos here with a special ladder set. I did 10 ladder matches, won 9 out of 10, and I used a slightly modified Fast and Furious, or now it's F-R-EOT-S. What changed between this and coming in hard and fast? One, the biggest change is the warlord. Turns out that using the Primarch for the Raven Guard is bad for this deck theme because it's a wasted card in hand that's never used in any one games. I mean, you get an extra 5 health, but Nykona Sharrowkyn is much better. And the other was I used to have the deal 2 damage to all enemy troops at the end of turn, and when they buffed Murata squad, this guy snuck in instead. But this was once a theme deck, now turned competitive ladder fun, and we're going to just break it down. What is F-R-EOT-S? F-R-EOT-S is fast, rally, end of turn, and sentenced. Or stealth. I guess it could be either. Well, mostly sentenced. And we're going to break down this deck build real quick. It's going to look pretty familiar, and it's pretty memey. Look at that, 30 troops, but it's still going to win 9 out of 10 ranked matches. What do we got here? So, now instead of the deal 1 damage, gain stealth, we have the gain stealth until your next turn, and then the next time deal 3 damage. It's much more aggressive. It's a great way to open games against Karns and other great counter for a lot of high aggro face bash decks because they just get denied entire turns, where then you have the opportunity to turn around and kill anything they dropped, and it's really nice, and you're going to see some delightful play with it in general. And yeah, alrighty, the Eloni squad. Rally, deal 1 damage, if it dies, gain stealth. Great. Works well with sentenced, works well with picking things off for the final hit, can get stealth. Good. Xenonite, same thing but worse. But you want it. You want everything that's rally. Stealth. Give sentenced 1 to an enemy this turn. Super important. When you mulligan, you're usually going to mulligan shooting for this guy. Never ever get rid of him. Always play him first turn, with specific scenarios where you don't. Super stable. Solara Bikes. Here's the first fast and sneak attack, so it's a great way to pop off a quick 2 damage, and the enemy warlord will always face bash it in response, which will result in a net 4 damage for 2 energy. Fantastic card. Solari Squad. Yeah, it's a 3-2. If your enemy warlord's the only thing on the board, you give it sentenced, you drop this, it gets double pinged, and occasionally you can pick off a weird stealth something. It's just a great troop, and it's still 3 for 3 damage once he attacks off. The last rifle section, good rally, and the 3-3 is really nice because that extra health means that you can pop off 2 attacks if you're lucky. Otherwise, they just generally have to do something more than just face bash it with their warlord. Goldstone Hunters. Yep, it's fast. It's 3-2, it's unstoppable. Duh. Torvaic Squad. Yep, unstoppable, fast, 2-4, great stuff. Or Doris Squad. Yep, unstoppable, 3-3, deal 2 damage. It's a better version, generally speaking, than Delta Omega, but sometimes Delta Omega is better. It doesn't have unstoppable, it does only have 2 health, but you still get to rally 2 damage, and sometimes the enemy warlord will bash right into this anyway, or it's just that having that extra attack for 4 is a trade-off that is situational versus the 3-3. The Sagittari Squad. I think this is our first end-of-turn damage. Sourcing. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Yep. Good thing to, enemy board state's empty. You face bash with your warlord, you drop this, gets off 2. Next turn you swing for 3, gets off another 2. You've just done somewhere between 2 to 7 damage. Or more. Unun's Mortars. Yep, great way to deal stealth, great way to hurt the enemy warlord if it's this only thing. It's 5 for 4 damage. If it lives, it can do off another 2 or 4. Or it can just soak some of your opponent's attention with control, their troop attacks, you name it. Murata Squad. This is the one that got it added, because now it gives sentenced and deals damage in addition, which is both. That's the R and the S of this deck. Super fantastic, and it's a 5-3, just strong enough that it can't be picked off with a Warlord Bash, so you could get off a bonus 5, probably never 10, but sometimes you can not only get off at least 2 from the rally, but face bash for 5. Helios Mortar Carrier, excuse me. Oh yeah, end of turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Great way to mess with the enemy stealth, great way to win the game, great way to soak 7 damage from your enemy. Just a good card. Ah yes, and the more Dathan. Super important to the deck. This is the game winner. This is the end of your curve. You drop this on energy turn 6 whenever you can, usually. And that sentenced for 2 is going to pop off a lot. And you have some scenarios where you might drop a squad first, give them sentenced 1, hit them for a direct 7 damage after the sentence, after the 2, so you've just done 9 damage, and that's a third of their life. They're probably dead. Or maybe a quarter of their life. You get the idea. So, super synergetic. I have learned through trial and error that you should never ever have 2 of these on the board, as counterintuitive as it is. You'd think you'd want more, but if they both get taken out, you're really going to have a bad time. Not the reason for my 1 loss. Let's see. We get to end on a Kabanda. Look forward to that, huh? Robert, Asri, Karn, Asri, Indigo. I lost to a second Ferrus Manus match, and he got away from me. He was healing, he was drawing extra, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then there was an opening practice, but that's not part of our ladder special today. So, couple Karns, Korbacks, and a couple of, things that you think would maybe control things away. We might watch this Reldarin at the end. We'll see how the timing is. But for now, let's open with those ladder matches. What do we got here? Make sure that's good. Yeah, too high. I like it. In hindsight, I probably should have mulliganed that away. In fact, I probably should have mulliganed both away. After I've done the set of 10, just fishing for that sentenced 1 is super important. Although this is Karn, so here's a great opportunity to deny the double tap. Totally wasted turn. And we'll just drop a 3. We're gonna go with the fast one to open. Yeah, I guess the thought here was... And I'm not face bashing yet. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna do lots of face bashing for me. And I'm a little worried about... I want to try to win the war of attrition, so get him lower than me in a way that I'm not near like an instant 7 damage lethal, because he can burst off as a world leader a lot better than me. And we'll just end it there. Is he gonna pop off 2 damage to all? Oh, oof. Karn, you bastard. Well, that just soaked 3 damage for me. And that's the nice thing about troop-centric tactic damage. All of these troops get off guaranteed damage application before the end of my turn in one way or another. And then it's a win-win where you either get off with it as well, or the enemy warlord, just got off another 3 damage with it. So it just did 5 damage for 3 energy. The utility of these is just amazing. So we're just going to deny that and hit that. So now he can either suicide into the 3/3, or he can do something else. Wow, okay, he'll just destroy it like that. But now, see, I'm denying all that fun. I'm sure there's a way I wish I had gone about this turn better. But I wanted to make sure that died, and that was the only guaranteed way I could do it. Then I was hoping this would hit him, actually, but it hit him. Which is fine, it means that he can't get off double 4s. I love it. Perfect. He just hit 3 damage. And 2 damage all give a... Remember, it only gives it to 1 troop. See? It's not going to give it to all your troops. It's for each troop killed, give a mark of chaos to 1 of your non-daemons. So I think it'll cycle through and not just give it all to 1, but I don't know, it's been a while. This seemed like a fun idea. I wasn't ready to drop this and that, I just wanted to... Oh look, freeze 7 health soaked. I mean, he has to attack, so... I guess he figures that's the way to take the least face damage from it. Okay. Ooh, 4 energy lost. Stealth. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're maxing out the energy curve. Yep. Just gonna go for his face. So, yeah, theory here is that in case he has a Conqueror, I can get off lots and lots and lots. So what can he do? Hit me for 1, pop off a Conqueror, next turn I drop a Carrier, hit him for 2, I win. But he's gonna get the cleave. Probably should have arranged that better. Not that it matters, he's down to 3. It really didn't matter how, with a double tap he's gonna get it off. Sure. You can hit me for 4. And you can hit me for what? 1 more damage? And that's game. See, he should have hit himself. With either of those. So... yeah, we're just gonna poke and poke. Ta-da! It wins against aggro. And the stealth really helps. And the troops really help. Alrighty, where were we? Ooh, it's time for core bank. I'm a little sad by the opening on this one. Because, you know, he's got the poison random, so when I get that perfect opening troop, it's guaranteed to die on that turn.
It gives me no pleasure to do this.
Which means I think I'm actually not going to play it yet. We're just going to open stealth and see if we can deny 2 energy. Because if I play him, he's going to use it and then I'm screwed. Now, I'm going to play it and face bash. And the theory here is that now I can offset his 3 energy turn, where he might have played a 4-2 sneak attack, whatever. Instead, he's losing 1 energy to do that. And I have the perfect synergy for him before he goes out, which is the Solari squad. It double taps for a bonus 2 damage, and then I can face bash for another 3. So 4, and that is 7. And sadly, he will die. Well, he's definitely not going to poison this guy. He will face bash it, probably. Good call. So what am I going to do? Am I going to let that live a turn? That'll do 2 damage, and then I can face bash it for 3. I don't need him healing every turn, and if I leave that there a turn, it's just gonna still be their next turn. Just gotta control it. Which usually, I would prefer to go straight for him. Let's see how that pays off. Thank you, Unstoppable! Let's stealth. Oh no, yeah, we gotta do that first. Yeah, we can kill that outright. Bash him for 5. And then end of turn damage? Yeah. Best to play this when you can guarantee it on the warlord, unless you really need to hit something with stealth. And with that 3 health, he's not going to be able to do anything to it other than that. But guess what? If I can keep him alive to the end of the next turn, his damage effect will go off before poison. Order of operation goes, troop comes into play, he's on the stack for his end of turn, then poison is on it, and it'll resolve... actually, it's not a stack, it's a queue. Bottom up, or first in, first out. Wrong term. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're just gonna beat him down even harder. See, there's the 2 damage, and died. So he got off 2 on his opening turn, 3 for the face bash, and another 2. That's 7 damage for 4 energy. And he got off 6 damage for 4 energy. 2 for the rally, 4 for the face bash. Yeah, super dead. Let's see what it hits. I was hoping that would win it. I'll just have to go with the manual. Say Libby. Ah, love beating daemons. Oh, come on, game. Don't be that laggy. Come on. Alrighty. Ferrus Manus time. We're gonna win one, and we're gonna politely rage quit the other. Come on, Mouse. There we go. Oh yeah, beautiful
It gives
opener.
me no pleasure to do
Absolutely
this.
opening with Numa Squad. This is probably what won me the game. I'm not sure what I had on the other game, but maybe there was like a big anti-stealth play that really boned me. Yep. I had a couple decisions here, one of which includes the fact that I can totally bypass him with my stuff, but it seemed the best idea to kill that troop now, and the Aloni squad really helps with that, because otherwise he's just going to buff it and then hit me with it, and every turn that any of his troops live are just going to be harder for me to deal with, so we're going to avoid that. Shield. Okay. I learned something. I thought, great, I'll sentence him, and then las rifle him. Think it'd be good, right? No. Turns out that it does not do the sentence damage after, because they have to take damage. This is similar to the drop pod issue. If they have a shield, that sentence is not going to go off after. Still the best way to deny the shield. 1 damage is the best thing I can do, period. But it did save him 2 damage overall. Oh, you bounced my rally troop. Gosh darn. Alright, what are we going to do about that? We're going to kill that. Then I can... Ooh, I go for 2. I guess the hope here was that if he does some kind of big board wipe, anti-stealth clear, I'll have more to back it up next turn. And if he doesn't, I'm just gonna double sentence my way to victory. He'll heal 3, I'll deal a bonus 2 from every source. Let's see which one pans out. Base bash, and a rally. And I'm still trying to keep my stealth units in between in case he does that 5 damage drop, deal 2 damage to the adjacent. This way the most he can get out of it is to damage 1 troop, aside from his target. That's rude. And check out the big play! The Storm! Ooh. But I know what's up. If somebody's playing the Storm on energy turn 6, he's got the hammer. So, we're just gonna assume he has the hammer, right? So what do we do in that case? We're gonna drop all the things that can bypass all the front line, and not give him anything that's otherwise. So get him down to 4. And I throw that in for giggles. I'm not gonna have enough energy in the next 2 turns to win. I was hoping it might hit him. Didn't. Would have won. 1 out of 3 chance. Worth taking. See? The hammer. Boom. Everything dies. You can hit me now for up to 7 or 9. Which I calculated for. I did my math. So, time to stealth and throw down more. If he doesn't have anti-stealth, or a board wipe that doesn't involve a target, I'm safe. I win. Okay, yeah, he goes up to 7. So I don't necessarily win. Depends what I draw. But I can do 5 damage, guaranteed to the enemy warlord. And that wins the game. That adds another 3 for 8. Front line don't mean nothing when you got rally. And unstoppable. Yeah. Good stuff. Man, my client... Ooh, free challenge crate. It's just... What are the odds? Nah, what you gonna do? Okay. Who we got? Ah, the one where I lose. Alrighty. Let's see how Ferrus Manus number 2 manages better. Well, there's my first mistake. I needed to have fished for the sentenced.
It gives me no pleasure to do this.
Even though they're 2 drops, usually a great opener for me is just to open stealth. That denies him from doing a face bash and a troop play. Although, if all the troop plays he could do, that's a good one, but at least I can kill it. Remember, I don't think I get a single counterattack. I don't even know what the counterattack for Raven Guard is. So, lol, even with that new mechanic, all these guys still losing. I could face bash, hit it for 1, drop another 2. I could also deal 1 with that. Then a bike. I don't want to take the 3 damage to the face. And bash. Also seems like a great opportunity to force him to attack instead of play a 2 energy troop at buff. For that. Well, thankfully, I have lots of troops that generally have 2 to 3 health, and he'll never likely hit it 1 twice, so they're all going to get off their utility just as if he never had that card. Boom. Definitely needed to attack with that troop. At the 5 energy part, you know, there's too many chances of board wipe damage-y kind of plays. Gotta use it or lose it. Yeah, it's a 1-2. It's a 2-4. I could let it live, but I'm not going to. We can deal 3, and then I can deal 1 for the stealth. And I can pop off a bike for 2 and hit for 3. Seemed too risky. And the longer I let it live, the worse it gets. But I do lose this, so maybe if I just focused on him a little harder. See? 1 and 1. That's not a good thing for me. Go with a mortar. Oh. See, these are the mistakes I'm seeing. I thought I needed to do this to have a better hand size, but the last thing I should have been doing is shooting for a long game. I should have been burning my hand down as fast as possible to get as much board state and dominance as possible. Like, using these warlord powers against Ferrus Manus was a bad idea. That was probably what just lost me the game. And I can kill it. And then here, if you play a rally troop like this, you'll kill it before it gets its buff. So I figured that's what I need to do. And we'll just let that live for 1 turn, and surely next turn I can kill it, right? Between these troops and some random damage and fast. This is when shit gets way out of hand, and I think I'm gonna bail out here in 2 turns. Controls that away. Rebuffs that. He should. So, I can't guarantee do lethal to that. I can do 4 here. I could have done 6, and I should have. But here I am doing this again. Soaks it. He's probably not going to live another turn. But let's see. He's healing 2 every turn. He's drawn like 3 extra low-cost cards. I am low on hand, and I'm not necessarily any closer to killing that. The things are not good for me. So what do we do? I could guaranteed kill it. Play the Hans Motor. It's the best chance I got, and that's when I bail.
I was ordered to keep living.
I just didn't see that turning around, and I didn't have a lot of time to play. Probably could have played that better. Learn from my mistakes, folks. But we're gonna go on to win the rest. Indigo Peck. This is a ranked match. I thought it was a trap deck. But some people might do their challenges in ranked.
It gives me no pleasure to do this. We are Legion.
Another trap? Avoid engagement. Does he get it? Kablamo. That used to do 3 damage. Oh my god. That was a good nerf. Too common. So, why this one at that timing? Why not Goldstone, etc.? Well, it's a 3-3, so it's harder for him to kill. He'll need a specific destroy troop, or he'll need to throw a Goldstone into it. And if he doesn't, I'll be able to hit off, and it'll still be a 3-1. So, just a good board presence kind of troop. Save the Goldstones and the fasts for the finale. Play your rally damages first. Or your end of turn. This is a hard win. And I swear, my computer is being a little slaggy. Why don't I just end Chrome here? Just in case. Yeah. Playing off an energy curve on that one. Face bash? Ooh, I go for the face bash there too. I'm just going for that throat. Good for me. I'm 15 health up. Ooh. Ooh. See that stealth in the middle? He couldn't deny the whole board. Mm-hmm. Well, what we gonna do to boot that? We're just gonna play out 6 energy. Kablamo. Never had a chance. So, next turn, between Unstoppable / 3 damage and 1 damage rally, that should be great. Unless he heals, it's game. Still game. Sorry, Peccary.
The secret will die with me.
It will die with you. Good game. I've tried doing Indigo Peck decks. They're hard, man. I don't know how to make it work. It's... especially with all the Daemons of the Runestorm and ladder now, it's... really, really hard. There used to only be occasionally Custodes or demons and vehicles. Now it's all more common. Oh, look at the starting hand. Double Newman squad, yeah, and yeah, I'll face bash you while you don't have the buff. Let's play a second one. Deal 1 damage. Face bash. No! We're playing cautious. I remember. 3 energy is a great opportunity for them to do the 1 damage all anti-stealth. And if I have him out, they will do it every time. If I put both out, then I will immediately lose at that. Now, how do you mess with Custodes? Leave their sentinels. Don't control them. Don't think about controlling them, let them be. And we're just going to deny card draw after card draw after card draw. And we're going to win largely in part with that because his options are so limited. And now that I've seen that he doesn't have the anti-stealth, we're going to drop the second one. Well, that's one way to get cards to your hand. 13. Double, ooh. Man, oh man. Let's pop it off. Pop it off. Drop the 4. It's the best energy curve I got. And face bash. Down to 5. So, if he does nothing, I can always... So he's got the precog. I can hit him for 3 damage guaranteed, and that's about it. So, I'll probably give myself the stealth and drop Han's motor without any buffing, because I do see that he has the chance here for 10, 12 damage, and I'm at 17. Why risk it? Ooh, look at that. Bam. Now I have guaranteed victory. 5 damage right there. Plus another one there and another one there. For even more. And I'm not giving him any opportunity to hurt me. If he had attacked first, then dropped the troop, he wouldn't have had to face bash with that, but maybe he wants to because he doesn't want the sense. It doesn't matter, it's game. Really don't matter. Not even using the warlord power. More fun this way. Bam. Take that, coward Nasu. This client is laggy today. I need to look into my computer. Alrighty. Another Karn. Might close out of this too.
It gives me no pleasure to do this.
See if that helps maybe. Must have some games downloading in the background. I don't know what. Yeah, hit him for 3. I can't Solara bike. Yep, when it's Karn, you can't really capitalize on those nice little 1-2 stealthers because he's too likely to, well, you know, ping it. And a lot of World Eater decks run 2 damage all, 2 damage artillery strike. Just too likely to go bad. Need beefier things and need things with more guaranteed value. Now here's one where I definitely choose to take out the Jubok. Couple of reasons. One, he could buff it with +3 attack and hit me for 5, and then I still have to deal with it. Or, more importantly, all the troops in my deck are really nasty. In general, they are great utility for everyone, especially Karn. I can't let him draw too many of those. And that was created by Jubok, so he got my Goldstone Hunter and took out my own 3/3 with it. Alrighty. Oh, we actually pop off the 5 damage there. Yeah, you know, when he has an empty board state, he's gonna have to control this with a card now. And there's half of it. He'll deal 1 damage and draw a card. So, on my turn for 5 energy, I got to deal 2 damage to him and my auto attack did an extra. On his turn, he got to play 2 cards, kill the troop, drew a card, and actually his auto attacks put him on top. Yeah, we're gonna stealth and end of turn damage. It seemed too likely to me that he could suddenly drop out a fast 7 damage, followed by 4 damage, and if any one of those pings hit me, I lose. So, well, this guy just did 5 damage for 4, and he's at 9. Do we have victory? We have very close to victory. Should play the bike. And pat. Well, the same problem still exists. He could still pop off for a surprise chunk of damage, but it turns out he doesn't have it. I definitely could have lost this turn. But his healing is definitely not the right call, and then attacking afterwards is really not the right call. Yeah. I mean, I got lethal right there. He will be able to kill that. I will give him that, because he has counterattack. Okay, I can do lethal, and I will. I can do 6. That's 3 there, and 3 there. Also, I drew Goldstone. So, options. Working out much better than Raven Primarch fellow, Mr. Korvax or whatnot. I swear to God, this client. We got another Nassau. Cat Jesus. What a name. Props. I think I just got the little spinny wheel. My computer is not happy. Come on, mouse. What is up with you? Task manager.
It gives me no pleasure to do this.
For the Emperor of
All
Mankind.
the things look fine. I probably just need a reboot.
Let us do battle.
Maybe Steam's messing with something. Bam. Yeah, expected. Thought maybe he would have gone for the other scenario, but it's just too good to play on 3 energy. Alrighty. Yep, we can just kill that outright. We're actually not going to poke for 1. It's not worth it. Especially since he can just attack for free. I'd rather use it to finish off troops or... Ooh, he's fallen into that trap. I'm going to leave that alive. Okay, interesting. Why there? Okay, and attack. Well, now I can kill the fellow on the right, and he'll still have Sentinel. And that's what I'll do. We'll throw a 3-3 onto it, or Darius squad. I swear, the longer this goes on, the worse and worse this client gets. A blammo. Yeah, that is such a great troop, just in general. It's like a 6-7 for 5, but it's actually got that better Sentinel 2 thing going on. With the exception of if it gets jammed 5 damaged. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna bash his face into that. But this is that scenario where I'm just blading his hand down. And now I can kill that in a lot of ways, I guess. Could deal 1 damage to it, and then I could deal 2 damage to it, and then I can hit him directly for 3. And that's exactly what I do, because this troop has Sentinel. Too much Sentinel. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. He needs to draw. And I figure he's got a chance that this was going to hit that anyway, so let's just kill it. Get off its usefulness before that can do its thing. I can hit him for 3 anyway, and now he's down to 2 cards, and he's not likely to get off any precog anytime soon. Alright, let's kill the guy on the left with a Mordaris and a Warlord power. There we go. Then we can throw down a Goldstone, hit him for 3, end our turn at a 2-5. If we end our turn at a 2-5, we will not lose him. Uh-huh. Looking risky, right? Well, here's where we have some fun. We're gonna do the sentenced poke, because we can hit him at least twice. We can go bam and bam. I want that extra damage. Do I have lethal? I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. And I assume I do. Or am I stupid? I am stupid. I had the game one right there. There was no reason for me to do that, other than, I guess, touring with him. I don't know what was on my mind. Yeah, refill that energy. Can't hit me, though. I'm not sure why I didn't just hit him. Guess I'm bad at math. And 3 damage poke.
You show too much sentiment.
I do, and I'm sorry. I think I was just distracted. Oh yeah. Such a fun deck. I love this deck. This is my go-to, and actually, the challenge you saw me collect is why I did the practice round with this deck, and then I'm like, that was so good. We're gonna hit the ladder with it. Whew, did it pop off. The challenge was win without playing tactics. That's a 30 troop deck. Don't need no tactics. Come on, mouse.
It gives me no pleasure to do this.
Alright, what do we got going on here? Yep, best opener in the game, especially versus Bob, because now his warlord power, I think, is stuck in a limbo. I have a troop, so he has to deal 2 damage, but there's nothing he can target, so he can't. I think it just flat out negates his warlord power. I like using Sentenced every chance I get, so we're gonna go ahead and pop off with a bike and hit. I think this game's actually pretty off the hook. I think there's like a full board state and me stealthing and denying him the win and then winning. This is a fun one. Bastard. Double bastard because he has counterattack. People who go second need more help, I guess. And they do, because it doesn't help them. Funny enough, the Ferrus Manus who beat me didn't even use his counterattack. Who would have thought? Kablamo. And yeah, between the 1 practice match and the 9 out of 10 wins during the ladder, that got me my back-to-back dailies that I had been putting off, so that's how this content comes to you. Every other day, I try to skim those off. And today happened to be a good day to do it in ladder. Uh-huh. Well, what am I gonna do about that? Face bash, drop him, hit him for 3. Sounds good to me. Ah, that's the thing. That did 7 damage. For 3 energy. Yeah. So, I am going to completely ignore this. Yeah. I figured we're just gonna go for the face. I have a great opportunity to do, what was that, 9 damage. I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna spread it out over all these little things. Pops the heal off for himself. Let's see how many turns that adds to his life. Ah, yep. Yeah, he'll die to one of those. But remember, Bob gets off his reckoning when troops die during my turn. I'm not gonna give it to him. Also, that's pretty funny. He can't get off courage. Uh-huh. Alright, if we drop a Hans motor, it's probably not gonna do anything fantastic, but it'll kill a 2-2. I was really hoping it would hit him. The next best thing would be him. And the next best thing would be Arcology itself. That was the worst case scenario. Ooh. How much damage could he have done there? 3, 3, 3 is 9, 18. Got me down to 8. If he just like went for broke. And he's going for the draw cycle. He needs a solution to this. But he's not gonna draw it. He's already played his anti-stealth. Yeah, come on, come on. What a board state. Stealth. I don't have lethal, do I? I'm gonna do stealth at the last moment, just in case I could have lethal. Because when I play that, ooh, there's one. Didn't get off the second. If I did, I'd be able to face bash and win. So, stealth at the last moment. So, he needs anti-stealth. That's really scary. Didn't get it. So he picked the thing that would let him draw a card to give him the next chance of getting anti-stealth. Doesn't get it. I have lethal right now. I have 6 damage on the board.
Ceasefire.
So
I'm damned if I
bows.
die on my knees.
Yeah, you'll still die. Come on. Come on. Ooh, no. Oh, good. Whew. Alright. One last ladder match. And it's against the big boy meta. There we go. Come on. Yeah, this computer's getting a reboot. Oof.
It gives me no pleasure to do this.
Wonder if it's heat. Yeah, we're gonna open with the stealth. Duh. I think this is another pretty clutch win, so thanks for sticking around to the end here. Now, I don't think that should have been played. What's the benefit to playing it sooner than later? Let's see. You do 1 damage to me, but oh, it's worth 1 energy, so that's why. He wanted to play it on a turn where he wouldn't... Okay, never mind. I forgot that that's not a free one. Take it back. Okay. Naturally. That's what they always have to do. It's a 4 damage troop for 2 energy. Or in that case, it did 5 damage between the sentenced. Yeah, we're just gonna deny that. And this makes me really bitter. I do the 3 damage there, and then I don't want that to live. I've lost too many games to that. I'm actually gonna have to face bash out with Numus. I hate it. I hate it so much that I had to do it. But I had to. I cannot let him get off 1 energy reduction to his whole hand. Not just his hand plus the card he's going to draw. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, face bash you. He, with his Berserk, has to take... That's, you know, great for me. Ooh. Ouch. That's harsh. Alright. What do we do here? Hans Motor will kill one of the 2 and hopefully the sneak attack, or I can do... Ooh, I should have done the guy on the far right. Would have been a lot safer. We actually go for that. It worked out. Will he suicide into the 2/4? Yes, he will, because otherwise he has to attack his 3 into it, and then it'll still be alive and he'll take 2. So, yeah. Fun facts about Kabanda when you can deny his targets. Yeah, we're just gonna control them troops. This is actually looking pretty dangerous, isn't it? Kill the troop, hit me. And kill the troop. No! He just lost the game for himself. He doesn't know it. But let's do the math. You know what? We'll just let it. So that's that, and then that's 6, 7. And then that's 4. And kapow! We're gonna end on that before my computer crashes. Sorry, practice match. You didn't get in. Well, I hope you like this. I love this deck. This is my go-to now for lazy ladder climbing. If you like it, like it. You want to see more like it? Subscribe, share this with your friends, drop some comments, give me some ideas that I haven't thought of to make next, how to edit this, etc. And of course, Karmatos loves ya. Thanks for watching.